Hello everyone, welcome to Graphic Designers Workshop. Let us see how to create a web banner in Illustrator. So let us start. Let us first put a value of 720 pixels width and 300 pixels height in these input fields. We will also give a name for our web banner. So it is actually a web banner for a shopping mall. The name is Shop Here. So we can say Shop Here web banner. And now we'll just simply click on this create. So once you have created this document, or you can say artboard, so now we will start designing for our banner. So this is the content for our web banner. So here we have all the content that we are going to be putting in our web banner, and we have already taken the size, and this is the name of our banner. So the name of this shop is Shop Here, and here is the caption, and the content will be putting the content properly once we start building our web banner. Right. So now let us start designing our banner. So the first thing we'll do is we will create a background for our banner. So what you do is just go to Windows and open layers. So in the first layer we will be creating the background. So I have turned off the fill and I will take only the stroke, and I will select a rectangle here and simply create the rectangle over this document. Make sure that the rectangle covers the entire area of the document. Right. So the next thing we'll do is I will be selecting one ellipse. So if you want perfect ellipse, simply hold shift and create the ellipse. So I have selected this ellipse, and now we will duplicate the ellipse. So simply we will just use Ctrl C, Ctrl F, and we got a duplicate here. So this is a duplicate of the ellipse. So we can arrange it properly. So we'll just arrange it like this. Right. So we'll just move it a little bit at the center. Right. So once we have arranged the ellipses properly, so we can actually scale them a little bit. Right. So once we have arranged the ellipse properly, so the next thing we are supposed to do is, so we will use Shape Builder to create sections. So the way we create sections is, first we will draw a selection from outside. So simply draw a selection from outside so that all the outlines or all the strokes are selected, and then we will just select the Shape Builder here. And after selecting the Shape Builder, we will first remove certain unwanted areas. So we will just remove this area by holding Alt and clicking on it. See? So we'll just remove these unwanted areas. Right. Now we will next fill different colors in these sections. So we'll just open the color options here. So here we have this color panel, colors panel, so we can use different colors here. So I will be applying blue color on the right side of the document or the right side of the artboard, and some yellow color on the left side of the document. So again, just select the entire artboard, or you can say all the strokes by just drawing a selection from outside, and then we will use the shape builder again, and we will just select a blue color, and we will fill this right side with the blue color, and the left side we will fill with yellow color, and the center part we can fill it with the green color, right? So this is the coloring of our web banner. So then the next thing we'll do is we will turn off the stroke. We'll turn off the stroke for all the 3 sections. Simply select the shape, or simply select the section and click on the stroke and just click none. So now we have actually removed the stroke for all the sections. So now let us apply gradient to our sections. So simply select this blue section, and the way we are going to apply gradient is we will be opening something called swatches. So swatches are present inside the Windows menu. So here we have swatches. So let us open the swatches panel, and at the bottom of the swatches panel you can find swatches libraries menu. Just click on that, and then here we have gradients option, and in the gradient option we have something called gems and jewels. Select the gems and jewels, and here we have a number of inbuilt gradients. So we will be applying some of the gradients to our sections. So here for this blue section we will apply a bluish gradient here. Simply click on this sapphire option, right, and for this yellow section we will apply this one, citrine, right, and for the center green one we will apply a greenish gradient, which is emerald here, right. So now we have applied gradients, and let us adjust these gradients. So I will select this blue gradient first, and then I will hit G. If you hit G, you are going to activate the annotator. This is called annotator. So with this annotator we can actually control the position of the gradient. See, I'm just making the right side of the section a little bit lighter, and the left side is a little bit darker, right. So we'll do the same thing with the orange section. So simply hit G on the keyboard so that the annotator will be active. So we'll be just making the right side of the section a little bit light, right. And also for this green we will use the annotator, and we'll make the right side of the green a little bit light, something like this, right. So now we are done with our background, but one little change is there. So to make it more interesting, to make our background more interesting, we can also add some pattern to our background. So how to add a pattern to our background? So we can find patterns in our swatches actually. So here we have patterns here. So we'll just select the basic graphics, or we can say these basic graphics dots. Simply select them, and then we can simply apply these patterns. But the way we are going to apply is we'll select one rectangle here, and for these rectangle we can apply these patterns. So something like this. See here, So we can apply these patterns. So in case you are not you don't find these patterns interesting, you can get some other patterns from online, or in somewhere from your system or desktop, or from wherever. Okay, so these are the inbuilt patterns, so they will these patterns will save over time, right? So once you have applied this pattern, so you can check the different types of patterns present here. You can always feel free to do experimentation, right? So once we have applied these patterns, now the next thing we'll do is we will actually mix these patterns with our background by using certain blending modes. So where we can find blending modes, see here we have this opacity option. Just open the opacity option, and here we have a list of blending modes. So we will select overlay here. Okay, so now we have applied this overlay blending mode to our background, so to our pattern actually. So now it looks interesting, right? And in case you want to do some more experimentation, you can actually duplicate this, Ctrl C, Ctrl F, and it will look more darker actually. So you can actually reduce the opacity here if you want, right? So now we are done with the background. So now let us move on to the next layer. So we will lock this layer, and then we'll just create a new layer. So here we have a option in the layers panel, create new layer. So in the new layer we will be putting the remaining content. So the first thing I will be doing is, so we will just open the text document where all our content is present. So we will be first creating this 20% off on all items on all items above 200. So for this we will be creating one simple shape. So we will select the star. We'll just click once inside the screen or our Illustrator interface, so that this shape dialog box opens, and here we will put a value 30 in the points. So we need 30 points for our star. So simply click OK. One change we'll do is we'll actually turn off the we'll just create the star, and here we will just change the radius to say 30, and now we'll create. So here we have a star, but we want we don't want some pattern here, so we will apply a simple plain color here, right? So we'll get it here. So the background is actually yellow, so we will actually give it a orangish or yellowish gradient. So because yellow is the opposite of blue, so what I will do is I will just open the gradient panel, and I will just apply an orange and yellow gradient, and we will select the radial gradient option, right? Now it looks nice. So we'll just center scale it, right? So the next thing we'll do is, so we will put the content, the text over this shape. So the text we are going to put is 20% off on all items above 200. Simply copy this, and then we will select the text here, and then we will paste it, right? So we will actually make it 3 lines. So we'll just make it 3 lines of text. Right, and then we will center align the text here we have an option align center, and also we will use a font which is Great Vibes. We'll select the font Great Vibes and simply keep it over here. We'll center scale it, right, just, and arrange it properly, right, and then we will actually give it a bluish color. So we will simply select the color and then we'll apply a bluish color for this, right. And also for the shape or for the star shape, we'll simply apply a white color stroke so that it will be interesting. And to make it more interesting, we'll also apply some drop shadow to it. So just go to Effect, Stylize and select Drop Shadow. So we have a drop shadow also. So we will also change the position here. We'll just keep 2 and 3 in the Y and X offset, and we will put the opacity to say 50%, right. Now it looks fine, right. So the next thing we'll do is we'll be putting the next content, that is here Hari festival discounts available. So the way we are going to put it is, so we'll select the text and we will change the font to Impact. So we'll change the font to Impact and we'll simply paste the, we'll just we'll paste the content. We have not copied it, so first I will copy it and now we will paste it, right. So I have brought this content here and we'll place it over here. So we'll also center scale it, right, and we'll make the H as a capital H and we'll also put an exclamation mark, right, and we'll change the color to pure white, right, just keep it over here, right. We can slightly increase the size, right. Now it looks fine. Then we'll select it and we can apply a small amount of drop shadow to it. So just we can put the same values that we have used for the star shape, right. Then here in this area we will put the name of our shop. Actually we are designing a banner for our shop, which and the name of our shop is Shop Here. So what we'll do is we will select it. So we will get the, we'll first select the title of our banner, which is the Shop Here, and then we'll just simply click here. We'll change the font again to Great Vibes. So this Great Vibes font, you can get it from 1001fonts.com, right. So we'll paste it. So we will increase the size. So we can use Ctrl Shift greater than to increase the size, and we will change it to pure white color, right. Simply make it big. So we have to make it really big because we have to highlight this. We have to highlight the name of our shop, right. Then we'll put the caption below the title. So we'll just copy the caption, just copy it, and then we'll select a text here, one more text, and paste it. We'll make the G as a capital, and then we will just apply a pure white color. We can make it small. Just make it small. Right. So then we can give a simple drop shadow to it. Right. So now we have completed the right section of our banner. Now we will concentrate on the left section. Right. So the left section, what we'll do is, so we'll first get an image. So I have already downloaded an image, and I have done some editing work or some selection work in Photoshop. So right now we are not going to concentrate on how to select in Photoshop and all such things. We are only concentrating on Illustrator and the two designing a web banner. So I will directly import a PSD file of the image that I have downloaded. So we'll just simply go to File and select Place, and then we'll go to the desktop, and the file is shopping, and just simply place. Right. So this is the image I have downloaded. So we have to scale it. This is a very big image, so we have to scale it. So just scale it down. Right. Right. So the next thing we are supposed to do is, we'll put the remaining content. So at the bottom here we will put the address as well as the website address of our shop, and on top we have some more text here, so we are going to put that text. So first we will put the address. For address we will actually create one rounded rectangle. Simply select the rounded rectangle, and we don't need the fill here. We will only put a stroke. So we'll select the red stroke, and then we can make it more rounded, so something like this. Right. So the next thing we'll do is we'll get the text, which is the address, and we can make it a little bit small. Right. So we'll get the text. So the text is over here. So we'll just copy the address, simply copy the address, and then select the text, and we can paste it. And we don't need the Great Vibes for this. We will use impact for this. Simply select the impact. Right. Scale it down. So we can use Ctrl Shift less than to scale down the text, and we will give it some red color, and we will give a red fill for the text, and we'll turn off the stroke. Right. Just place it inside this rounded rectangle. So we'll highlight the text, and we will use Ctrl Shift less than. Right. Just place it properly. Right. So we can give a darker color if we want. If we think that it's not so visible, clear, it's not clearly visible. Right. So this color is better. Right. So we are almost coming to the end actually. So we have a little more work to do. So we have to put the website address over here. So we'll just select the text and we'll copy the website address. So here we have an option, visit us, www.shophereshop.com. So I have copied the text, just place it over here. And then we will apply the same color to this website address, the same color for the address, right. We just have one last content to get, which is here we have something like visit shop here, shop for best deals, quality products. So we'll just copy this and then we'll again select the text and then we'll paste it, and we will use Great Vibes font for this. So we'll simply highlight the text and then here we'll select Great Vibes, right. So we will make it 2 lines text, simply make it as a 2 lines text, and we can simply change some of the things. We'll make the products as capitals, right, and then simply keep it over here. So I think we have to change it a little bit. So we'll just right, now it looks fine. So just we can scale it a little bit. Right. So to make it more interesting, we can give a light drop shadow to it. Simply we can just give a very little drop shadow, only 20% is enough, right. So now it's fine. So the last and final step is we can just give a little bit more attraction to our web banner. We will unlock the bottom layer, and then we will actually select some of the things here. So for example, so here pattern is there, so we can collapse this layer. So here we have the pattern, so we can check these patterns, right. So we can actually make them a little bit lighter. So we can select both the patterns and make them lighter. We can change the opacity, right. So here we have the option, okay. Right. So let me hide this. Actually it's not showing up, right. Okay, it's fine. So the next thing we'll do is we can actually select this path here, so this one, and then we'll give it a white stroke, right. So now it looks nice. So now we have finished our web banner. So this banner is 720 into 300 pixels in dimension. So the last thing we'll do is we will export this. So to export it, we'll just go to file and we'll select the export. We'll export it as a PNG file. So we'll select the export as option, and then I will export it on my desktop as a PNG file. So simply select the PNG format from the list of different formats and simply click on export, and then simply click OK. Right. So this is our finished product. So we have a 720 into 300 web banner. This web banner is used in many websites. So I hope you like this tutorial. Please do subscribe if you have not yet subscribed like, share, and if you have anything to say, do comment. See you again.